show you any clearer right now. I mean, it's sort of obvious. You guys are saying that this is a natural, just like junk. What are you talking about? Are you serious? Are you serious? You have junk that makes nice entrances like that. It's nice junk in the yard, boy, I tell you that. Everything right here on the photo that is white like this are alien colonies. Down here, this massive tunnel. I know it's white, it's hard to get your eyes just on this, but look at it. Seriously, this massive tunnel and at the end coming out. Underneath there's another entrance. These are all hallways, if you want. You can walk in and they communicate. And that's where and how people live on the moon. These here are not natural formations. This could be a natural formation, not these. This is a literal beehive, see a nest. Very well done too, where you can see the opening at the bottom. So you'd be coming in forward, would be this way you would see it if you were flying in with a UFO into the base. Okay? That's where it is. I'm trying to show you, some of you, most of you are seeing. And even beside here, there's structures on the top of this here. Nice symmetrical honeycomb entrance. And do you understand? It's a bunch of tunnels. It's all tunnels going over and into one another. Cross is here, very symmetrical. There's a square right here. Very symmetrical square right there on the top of it. And it goes on and on and on as you travel over the moon and look around. But it's not that hard to see. And see down there, I was like, oh, what's that? I mean, you can tell right off the bat. You're looking here, well, this area is interesting. You can go see this area, and there it is, the pipe. It's hard to see. Sort of looks like a giant mouth open with big teeth. But it's not. It's a base. It goes all the way back here, the communication. It communicates. It's very smart because it's a way of remaining hidden and just being all over the planet. I mean, someone would land, you wouldn't land. You'd come in close enough and that you'd see this. I mean, especially this part. Right there, the floor is so darn straight, the bottom entrance right there, the black. And then the tunnel leaves off here and goes under there, the tunnel. It's got a sphere right on the corner here, a dome structure right there. Another tunnel. It goes here, and you can see it going into another area that's hidden. Then it communicates here, it goes here. I know that if we're not seeing the surface, we weren't even seeing these structures, so we're definitely not going to see the aliens. Hey, what if they're white? That would be so funny, eh? Perfectly white, snowy aliens. It'd be like trying to find a snowflake in a white patch of snow. Pretty impossible. Real alien base. Absolutely beautiful in its construction. Magnificent, perfectly symmetrical. Right here, the entrance. It's not, they don't know how to be symmetrical. Nice standing here too. They were purposely doing this. Even their tunnels aren't exactly perfectly straight. It's all on purpose. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And such a magnificent entrance right here. octagonal, I think. Yeah, it's magnificent. And here a little bit closer. It's not that I want to stay and linger on this area, but actually I do, you know. I don't want to go over things and just throw out videos there and show structures and not explain and not try to get your eyes to see the structure. If you follow what I'm saying to you, you really will see the structure. If I was arriving on the planet, this is what it would look like if you were coming into this base. Okay. Oop, there it is. I was going right by it. You can see it there. Beautiful structure. Absolutely beautiful structure. Maybe if I show it to you more at ground level. So, like if you were on the ground on the moon, this is literally what you would be seeing looking around on the top of a mountain. It's absolutely amazing, eh? So now where is the... Okay, there's the base. So let's see if we can see the base standing on the ground, on the moon. Looks flat, you understand? Everything looks flat, doesn't look like there's anything there. But the minute you go up, you see these beautiful, massive alien installations on that beautiful moon of ours. Often we see these objects that really fascinate me. More symmetrical than a ruler. Can't get any straighter than that. It's on the surface of the moon. It's actually near Mare Imbrium. There are like 6 or 7 of them, but this long, this is a pretty long one. There's another one at the top of the moon, the north side I have seen. But I want you to take notice right beside. I'm going to show you the little bit of detail that people will look over. Okay, first of all, you have this symmetrical structure here, tunnel structure, underground or above ground, just not close enough to see it. But look what's here on this side. That squiggly line. And when you look at the craters, oops, you go, wait a minute. You get closer and closer and closer, and you realize that on the top, all along where you see these ridges and edges, there are dome structures and symmetrical square structures, and you have here these beautiful, beautiful, massive constructions that you can see that you cannot see when you're zoomed out. But they are there, I assure you. And I assure you, by zooming up, you will see very, very many symmetrical and odd things. So you see, I'm seeing 3 or 4 installations right here. All of these. And it's not that hard to find. It really is not that hard to find, because there's so many of them over here. I don't know what it would look like with this, but for example, look, my friends, look inside the crater. You see how it goes from round sphere, bigger, smaller, 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 smaller. Okay, we're talking about at least 100 miles here, if not 200 miles right here, between here and here. I'm going to show you inside the crater again, and look how there is another tunnel structure right here. You can see from here to here, and all these round spheres are getting big to small. Here, I'll show you. See? I hope you can see it. It's all little findings, but they're not so little. They're little on a page, but they're massive. And all around this crater, you have very complex alien structurization, structures and tunnel structures, etc., all through the entire moon. But everyone's looking over them. So I just showed the inside of this crater. We know there's definitely something right there. You can easily see it. Look at the path or symmetrical line that it forms right there. If we go to this crater, right underneath it, my goodness, what's going on? are starting to see, and if I turn this way, do you understand? Is something wrong with the moon? There are more symmetrical objects, my friends, on the moon than there are craters. I assure you. Let's look inside this crater. What's that? Just a line? Why? Do craters do that? What formed in it? What formed the symmetrical line inside this crater? It's odd things. Every crater has its something. Every crater has something magnificent in it and odd. There you go. And here, inside the craters, it's amazing. The moon is filled with all these structures, and what year is everyone going to realize it? It's funny. Another line here, which is very interesting. Now what's in this crater? Another crater has something interesting. And another one here with structures inside of it. It's never ending. But still, this one can be seen from afar. Very, very symmetrical. And you can very easily know where it is by looking at this picture and looking at the moon, by seeing the cuts. It's here, etc. Bigger crater there to give you an idea where it is. And yeah, that's it. There's lots of stuff in this little picture. Yet this crater on the right of it, you see also structures that continues all in and out of the crater. And now why are we saying this is a crater? It's in no way a crater. It was built up from the ground. It just looks like a crater because it was built to look like a crater. Here's another one here. You ever seen a nice perfect crater? Wow, guys, what a coincidence. See how perfect the wall of the crater is? They're not craters, guys. Most of them aren't. I assure you, most of them aren't.